Hey, Christina Tierney here, Regional Director, Digital Solutions, Bernard Host Group. Whew, exhausted. I had such a good time at HRFlorida 2009. I'm really looking forward to next year and sad it's over. I got a chance to connect with and network and bond with, dare I say, engage in fabulous conversation with some wonderful folks, team members of my own, and meeting new people as well. A couple takeaways I wanted to share from the experience. One, it did seem to be a pretty important topic to many folks about how are you keeping A players engaged currently, internally, wanting them to not feel overwhelmed, burned out, or dealing with maybe some of the more negative feelings and, well, just being overwhelmed. Maybe they've had some really great friends have to be laid off and now they're picking up some of the pieces and or the slack. Those are realities. So we talked a lot about that. I felt that the presentation we gave was really well received. Thank you genuinely from those who complimented us. It was very nice. It's always good to hear from folks that they did get something out of a presentation, put a lot of passion, real time and energy and heart and thought into putting them together. So that was great. Thanks so much. Social web policies. This came up a lot in the room. Most companies are talking about, yeah, it's time for us to be participating in the social web platforms from an HR standpoint, from keeping employer-employee engagement high, new candidates, giving them an opportunity to get a transparent view into the corporate culture. Is this a place that I would love to work? Do I see myself in this environment? What's in it for me if I work for this particular organization? Will I see the opportunities for growth, for my talent to be recognized? Will I continue to be challenged and engaged while I'm there? So there were conversations around wanting to definitely get involved. I said it many times during the show, and I'll say it probably many times again. Social web policies they've got to be the first place that you start. One of the biggest reasons or obstacles that you're going to run into is the keepers of the kingdom, your IT folks. They carry the sword and shield and they say, wait a minute, there's a lot of networks or a lot of sites we're not going to let you spend any time on. So you've got to put together a really solid, well thought out strategy of how you'd like to approach social media from an HR perspective. Trust me, marketing departments have put this together and explained why and built their case. HR departments interested in beginning to put their toe in the water or full-blown, it's go time, folks. Let's get out there. You've got to have a strong social web policy and then the strategy for implementation and execution to go with it. Twitter, Facebook, all these different platforms are a tactic in a larger strategy. Best thing to do is to partner with folks you feel comfortable with, that you trust. Will look out for your best interests and understand your employer brand as well. How can you communicate employer brand out through these platforms as well? Connecting with great potential new employees, existing employees, alumnus. This is one of the greatest, this is one of the benefits, the best benefits of engaging in social web. Don't want to go on too much because I'm running out of time. I like to keep these down to 4 minutes. Let me just say, great event, wonderful conversations. I'm looking forward to following up with a lot of people we met that want to talk a lot more about how can a social web strategy be implemented? How can a social talent engagement strategy be incorporated and implemented into their organization? So look out for some more interviews. I'm not done asking folks how they stay engaged either with their current employer. What are they doing personally to be excited about their jobs? What is it that their organization is doing to keep employees engaged if you're in a leadership role? What are you doing around a career engagement if it's not really so much about being able to speak directly as a ambassador of an employee, but what are you doing off to the side personally to remain engaged in your overall career vision? So keep an eye out because I'm not done interviewing. And thanks so much. Take care.